got really exhausted, and so I came back to Flying J and got a coffee. I got some food, I got some coffee. I went and ate at Arsenio's. I was gonna eat at the Arsenio's that was by the spot that I used to live at, but when I was making my first Walmart video in the Walmart parking lot, I had a battery power of 35. These girls, I believe, have been able to be control of my phone. They have like some ability to hack. I've looked up also online when there is something on your phone that's hacked, or there's a lot of people that is like hacked into your phone or something like that, that could cause your battery to drain. This has been going on for years. This is where they've drained my battery would just all of a sudden go flat. They've been doing that. There's been all kinds of other stuff that they've caused me to lose Wi-Fi signal. And when I got done with that Walmart video, they dropped my battery from 35% to 5%. And I only made like a 20-minute video, and it should have been at least still like at least 25%. And so battery dropped, and so I had to plug it in to charge it, and I'm sure that they had something to do with it. They're wanting me to feel drained while they drained my battery. They, instead of trying to run me out of town, when I was saying it in that video, they're wanting to run my battery down, and then they want me to feel drained, energyless. And it's only naturally to feel energyless, like too, with what I'm dealing with. And how about my day? I'm not eating well or sleeping well, and I didn't have coffee this morning because I was in such a rush to kind of get things going. And so I came back over here to the Flying J and got a cup of coffee, and I realized they don't have any non-dairy creamer. It made me think of a couple of other things that they actually did want to make me look ugly. Now I'm looking at myself through my camera like I'm a decent dude, but like I ain't got no teeth. Like all of this, all these uppers, I've been working on the dentist to get all these uppers. They made my teeth rot out. I believe that's what they did. They helped. They aided in that, or they wanted to make sure that I went through the set of circumstances that would have made it difficult for me to have dental care. Of course, I told you, everybody knows. And one of the dentist office that I went to, I had an issue with, and I'll explain to that. So there was the time when I slept in my tent that my teeth really just, within a couple of years, just boom. And I thought it might take a little bit while, and I all the other time being homeless, I decently kept up with myself. I was okay. Then my car got yanked, and then I didn't have a job anymore, so I didn't have any reason to keep up a routine, and boom, I went downhill. My teeth, my health, everything. And so it only sounds obvious that it might be coincidental. And I know this sounds like a box of woo-woo, but if I'm going to spend if my life went through this journey, believe me, I've already done the research that shows that these things are possible. So my plan is to put together the story to show that these things are possible, so that we could help people. This doesn't need to be a derogatory experience. This is an enlightenment. It's supposed to be beautiful and loving and caring, and it's being attacked, and there's a lot that's going into why it's being attacked. There's a natural thing apart about it, but it isn't this level of natural thing apart about it. This is all premeditated. It's been premeditated from the beginning. Anyways, I got to thinking, my teeth, and I want to talk to somebody. I was asking them if they had any creamer, and it was a good-looking girl, but of course they're gonna say that, and then they're gonna probably, oh, you're gonna go down to the pilot, and of course no, there's probably gonna be, but I wasn't. She was a good-looking girl, and she had a nice smile, and then I was asking them if they had any non-dairy creamer, and she goes, no, we don't. And then when I smile like that, I forget that it looks like that, and that's like a jack-o'-lantern, and so it's pretty horrible, man. And so I try to not talk too much, and honestly, it's horrible that they did this because it's taken away my smile. I had a good smile. I was a happy guy. I had a good smile. I had a full set of good, healthy teeth. It got me thinking that I have come to the conclusion, and I'm pretty sure that it was a part of their thing, that they wanted to make me look ugly. Because there's no way that there's good looking guy, a decent looking, I'm not, I wasn't grade A material, but I was, something. Because there can become this ability to pick up women. It actually describes that in the Upanishads. What it actually says is, under these set of circumstances, women will want to have intercourse with you. It'll say many women will want to have you. I will show you. It actually says that in the Upanishads. That is the kind of the earlier or later, I guess later part of the Hindu religion. It's not like Gnostic texts, like how the Holy Bible, we don't believe in the Gnostic text, which I think is a complete farce. It's actually more descriptive. It actually takes all of what's kind of in the Rig Vedas and kind of updates it to like what is actually the details of this thing. And it does talk about all these biological things that happen to you when you go through this experience. This wasn't meant to be a totally long video. In Hinduistic religion, okay, there is a level above our level here, but you get into like monk land. It's more like a level that you could get to if you wanted to live in solitude. But however, I don't believe that to be, I think that's for a very particular set of people. We don't live in a world where we're just going to be people who live in solitude. Those are for a particular set of people. But it does say that once you do reach a certain level of this thing, women will want to have sex with you, and you will want to have intercourse with women. It actually says that. It's actually trying to describe to you a system on how to, a practice on how to get rid of that, or how to move past that. What we have been hung up on is that, oh wow, look at that, and we must punish him for that ability. And this is in the Bible, this is in the Quran. You have to understand, it takes a different level of translation, which I have been trying to work on. I don't know how much I'll get to finish. Anyway, so it got me thinking about, I can't believe they actually maybe wanted to attack me. They wanted to make me ugly, take away my smile, take away my teeth. I'm going to have to get dentures, and in fact, I'd like to get those implants. It is what it is. Got to take care of it. It sucks. They wanted my health to decline. I have liver cirrhosis. I had hernias because of that. I got really skinny. Then I had to gain weight. Then I'm aged. Then I'm now weak physically. I can't. I don't have nearly the stamina that I used to have. I've been drugged down. I'm still sharp mentally and emotionally, and I'm still trying to give life the gun-ho kick to do this, but they will not let up on this resistance. And so that's what all of these videos and all this posting is going to be about, is trying to push back on this thing and find somebody who could help me overcome this thing, because I have a story to tell the public, and that I think could be useful in helping understand what is happening here. While I'm here at Flying J and Loves, I wanted to. I didn't tell about it on my previous recording, but my dad used to do some work out here, but before all of this stuff was here. It was just the middle of a dirt lot, a dirt field. There wasn't even crops. There was houses out here. There was just like a few rundown houses that were out here. This road was the dirt road. This wasn't developed at all, and there was a few houses here. My dad had picked up a side home renovation remodeling project for some of these houses that were out here. I don't know what the deal was, how much money he got, but it ended up that they either couldn't pay him at all, or they couldn't finish paying him. And there was a like a 57 Chevy truck in one of the garages out here. And so my dad had a 57 Chevy old truck that he brought home. You know, I was just a little kid, and so they gave him that truck for payment, and I was just a little kid, and I remember that truck, and it sucks. I wish he still had it, but he ended up having to sell it. And it was funny because I remember the day that he sold that truck, because it was a stick shift. And when he went to go sell it to the people took off on it down the road, but was jerking, up and down, couldn't get it going. And so my dad took off running down the road real fast to hurry up and teach them how to drive that truck before they brought it back, and he'd lost the sale on it. So that's a little tidbit about here, a little family heritage. It doesn't these places where I've been at is old stomping grounds. I don't think I ever came out here with my dad. I don't think I ever did, but it used to be like that here. It's hilarious.